Recording in progress.
Hey, hello everyone, good morning. Can anyone confirm audible or not? Can you hear me? Yeah. So, did you go through that array methods and string methods? Did you go through that array methods and string methods? Are you able to understand? Are you able to understand those methods? If not, okay, just go through those methods. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. Okay then. I want to discuss one method. This is very, very important for us in React. Okay, see, I have some student mocks. Okay, his mocks are like 10, 20, okay, 88, 77, 63. Okay, these are the 5 student mocks. These are the 5 student mocks. For example, okay, in BTech or MC, whatever it is, if you get one question from out of syllabus, then that what is the procedure? Next level process is what? Okay, it's a 5 marks question. Okay, it is like coming from out of syllabus. If any question which is coming from out of syllabus, we get like some bonus marks, right? Yes or no? We get some bonus marks or not? Okay, so that particular question 5 marks added to each and every person or not? Okay, so if 5 marks added to the first guy, okay, now the array is looks like what? 93, 82, 68, okay, 38. 94 or not? 94. So in this case, if you observe, in the array, how many elements are there? How many elements are there? Okay, I need the same number of elements in my output also. Okay, for my first element, what we need to do? For my first element, what do you want me to do? For my first element, what do you want me to do? For my first element, what do you want me to do? For my first element, yeah, you have to add +5. Okay, for my second element, +5. Third element, fourth element, fifth element. Okay, that means you are performing the same operation on each and every element or not. What is my operation? Add 5. Add 5. Okay, if you want to perform the same operation on each and every element, okay, the best suitable method is like map method. It's like a map method. So programmatically, can we take this one is like an input? Can we get this output directly like this? By using for each or some other different ways are there, you can do it. But the best suitable method is like map method. Directly you can get it, this output. Can we check it? Can we inspect it? Can you go to the console? This is my input. If you want to perform the same operation on each and every element, the best suitable method is what? Map. So can I go with mocks.map? If I click on enter, what is that message? What is that message? Undefined is not a function. If you not pass anything to my map, so the default value is like undefined. Undefined, he is using like a function. My undefined is not a function. So my map method take the first argument is like what? My first argument is like what? A callback function. One function as an argument or not? One function as a argument. Yes, one function as an argument. If I click on enter, okay, now what is the return type of my map? What is the return type of my map? What is the return type of my map? My return type of my map is like what? Come on, it's a array. It is an array. Okay, now this is the callback, right? How many times my map call this particular function? How many times my map call? How many elements are there? That many times my map call this callback or not? By passing how many arguments? By passing how many arguments? Okay, 3 arguments. These 3 arguments. What are those? First one is like what? Okay, same like for each value, comma, index, comma, the original array. Leave it. Can anyone tell if my map call this function first time, what is the return type of this function? Callback function return value is what? What it returns? Callback function. Callback function returns me what? Callback function returns me what? Callback function returns me what? Come on. Callback function returns me what? No. I'm asking callback function returns me what? By seeing this syntax, tell me callback function returns anything. Is it written anything? Is it written anything? No, right? No. Okay, so what is the return value by default? What is the default return value? Undefined or not? So my callback function not return anything. The default value, return value is like undefined. So first time, the first call value is like undefined. Map again call this function by passing 3 arguments. You not written anything. Second, it's like same. So if you return something like this, see this? First time returns what? 5. Second time returns what? 5. Third time also returns what? 5. So my output is like what? 5s. You want 5 or? No, right? Can I return the value? Can I return the values? Same values you want, same values you want me to return, or you want me to add +5 for each and every value? You need to add +5 for each and every one. Yes, sir? Come on. If you want to perform the same operation on each and every element, then you can go with what? Map method. Agreed with me? Okay. Talk about map method. Map method take one callback function as an argument. That callback function called by map, how many elements are there, that many times it is going to call by passing 3 arguments. First argument is your first element of your array. Second argument is like that element index. Third argument is like your original array. Your original array. Third argument is like what? Your original array. Agree with me? All are agreed? Okay. Now, I want to use this map method in our program. I want to use this map method in our program. How to use it? Okay, see. We have one concept is there. The concept name is what? What is my concept name? Lists and keys. The concept name is like lists and keys. Okay, very, very important. Any programs you can take it. Okay, in your application, in your real-time application, any functionality you can take directly or indirectly. Okay, we are going to use these concepts next. Okay, 1 week concepts are like very, very important. Next 1 week concepts are like very, very important. Okay. Okay, then my requirement is very simple. My requirement is very simple. Whenever I run my React, okay, this page, HTML page, I want to render Sachin Dhoni Kohli. I want to render Sachin Dhoni Kohli in the list format. That's it. That means if I run this particular HTML file, I want to show in my browser 1 Sachin, 2 Dhoni, 3 Kohli, like that. Shall we do that? Shall we do that? Simple. Shall we do that? Instead of hello world, I want order list with 3 players. That's it. Can I take it? Yes. What's my requirement? What's my requirement? Come on. What is my requirement? What is my requirement? I want one unordered list or order list. One order list. With how many players? With how many players? Li Sachin. Close my Li. Like this, how many? Come on. Yes. Okay, here is my Dhoni. Okay, here is what? 4. Done. Okay, can we run this? Run this. Yeah, are you able to see this output? Yeah, my output is exactly this one only. Yeah, I got it. But the problem here is, for example, if you want to add one more player UV, what change you need to do? If you want to add one more player UV, what change you want me to do? What change you want me to do? Come on. You have to do, okay, you have to add one more Li or not. If you want to delete, same thing. You need to delete one more Li or one Li or not. One Li or not. Yes or no? You need to delete one Li. Okay, that means for every change, you need to go to this particular DOM element. Okay, how to do required change. Go to this place, how to do the required change or not. Frequent DOM manipulations manually, it is not a recommended one at all. That is one thing. The next thing is, here if you observe line number 18, 19, 20, see Li. It is not like, okay, 100% code duplication, but here 60% code is like duplicate or not. Li in this line. Here also Li. Here also Li. Yes or no? Sachin Dhoni Kohli different. But Li is like same or not? Most of the code, can I say like a duplicate code or not? Yes or no? Writing the duplicate code also not recommended one, right? I want to avoid these two problems now. I want to avoid these two problems now. Okay, I want to write the code effectively. I don't want to hard code these values like this. Then how? Then how? Anyone? Then how? Very simple. Very simple. First of all, think which data you want me to prepare. Okay, a list of items. Which data you want me to prepare? A list of items. Which data you want me to prepare like a list of items? First of all, focus on the data first. Which data? Data. Okay, Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli. This is my data or not? With the data only, right? You need to prepare like list items. Yes or no? So, can we separate the data first? Can we separate it? Can we keep somewhere? Can we keep somewhere? So, how we can represent the data format about Sachin, Dhoni, Kohli? How we can represent these three players? Which data format is recommended one? Three players. Which data format is recommended one? Yes, 100% array. So, can we create one array? Players. How many players? Sachin, Dhoni. Come on. Dhoni. Next. Oh, yes. You want me to allow any other person to do the change? No, I don't want to allow. Can I make it like constant? Yes. I have the data format. I have the data representation for that particular players. Okay, then. With Sachin, what do you want me to prepare? With Sachin, what do you want me to prepare? One list item. With Dhoni, one list item. With Kohli, one list item. If you want to perform, okay, the same operation on each and every element in the array, then you can go with what? Then you can go with what? Map method or not. You know the syntax of map method, right? So how we can write it? Map method. Come on, how we can write the map method? With Sachin, I want to prepare this list item. With Dhoni, I want to prepare this list item. With Kohli, I want to prepare this list item. Where you want me to place all this? Inside the OL or not? So go to the OL. Inside the OL, yes. So, come on, map method you said. Map method we can call on array. What is my array name? Players.map. Now this one is a JSX. Inside the JSX, player is what? It's a JavaScript variable. Any JavaScript code, if you want to write inside the JSX, that should be enclosed with what? That should be enclosed with an expression or not? Yes or no? So, players.map, it's take, come on, it's take how many arguments? First argument is what? First argument is what? One callback function as an argument. So, can I write the callback function? Any problem to you? It's a anonymous arrow function or not? This callback function called by map by passing how many arguments? Three arguments. What are those? Value, comma, index, comma, original array. Original array. Okay. First one is like value is nothing but Sachin. Is nothing but Sachin. Tell. With Sachin, what do you want me to prepare? With Sachin, what do you want me to prepare? One list item. So li, close my li. Okay, any variable, JavaScript variable inside the element, that should be enclosed with what? Directly. Any JavaScript variable directly inside the element, that should be what? That should be enclosed with what? Come on, this variable directly inside the OL. That's the reason I enclosed with what? Expression. This variable directly inside the li. Okay, that should be enclosed with what? Expression or not? Okay, then. Now, my map method, if you not return anything, which value it is going to return? This one returns me what? 3 undefineds. Those 3 undefineds only render in this expression or not? Do you want me to render 3 undefineds or 3 list items inside the OL? 3 list items. So You want me to return or not return? You should have to return or not. Okay, now tell me, this particular snippet returns me how many list items? How many list items it is going to return? 3 list items. Okay, those 3 list items only executed in this expression placed inside OL or not? Yes or no? Now, can you come here? Can I refresh? Anything changed in my requirement? Nothing, right? Now, if you want to add one more player UV, do you want me to touch this DOM element? Not required. Can I go here? Can I run this? Working? Come on. Are you doing any DOM changes? No. How many times you written the code now? How many times you written the code now? You said like in the past duplicate code, you written 60% at least each and every line. But now you written like only one time or not? You written like only one time or not? Agreed with me? Yes or no? Come on. Working or not? Okay. Okay then. Now I want to create one select drop down with these players. I want to create one drop down with these players. I want to create one drop down with these players. Okay, come on, how we can do it? I want to create one drop down with these players. Come on. Drop down how it looks like. Okay, you know, right? Select. Inside the select box, what you want me to render? What you want me to render? What you want me to place? The list of options or not? With Sachin, I want to create one option. With Dhoni, I want to create one more option. With Kohli, I want to create one more option. With UV, I want to create one option. So, come on. Which method is the suitable one? If you want to perform the same operation, each and every element, then you can go with what? Then you can go with what? Map method or not? Now, can I run it? Okay. Option or options? Can I refresh the page? Yes. Working? Come on, come on. Agreed with me? If you want to add one more player, yes. Okay, now if you observe this, inspect it, in the console, you can see one warning. You can see one warning. Can you read that warning? Each child in the list. Okay, you are preparing a list of what now? Here, you are preparing what now? A list of, come on, you are preparing a list of, options. You are preparing a list of options. So he said like a list of each child in the list. Okay, that means list of options should have the unique key prop. Okay, here you are rendering 4 or 5 options list. Each and every option should contains one unique key prop. Okay, prop is nothing but it's a key value pair, right? Okay, prop is a attribute format. Key prop means key is the prop. Okay, don't change this key. It's a unique. This is the predefined. Can you give the unique name here? What is the unique name? For every option, okay, for every element, okay, here the index is like what? The index is like what? Unique, right? The index is like unique, right? So can I give the key as a index? It represents always the unique identity for this particular option or not. Now, If you prepare, see this, you avoid that one or not. That the reason lists and keys, the concept. If you prepare a list of elements anytime, you can give the unique identity for each and every element. With which key? Come on, with which prop key? Key is my prop key. Got my point? Yes or no? Come on. Agree with me? If you create a list of elements anytime, okay, recommended to keep one attribute. The attribute key is like key only. The value can be anything, but should be unique. Okay, in this list, okay, what you are preparing? A list of what? List of LIs you are preparing. So here, unique identity with which key? KEY is the key. What is the value? What is the value? Any name you can give it, but that should be unique for each and every LI. Okay, the best suitable value is like index, right? Index is like unique for each and every element or not. Original array not required for me. Original array not required for me. Already I have the original array, the same array you are getting here, not required. Just leave it. Just leave it. Got my point? Okay. Now, instead of map, if I put like for each, what is my output? Instead of map, if I put like for each, what's my output? Anything rendered? Anything rendered in the select? Anything rendered in the select? No. Why? Why? Very simple. Who call this callback? Who call this callback? Now, who call this callback? For each. Yes or no? For each. So, whatever it is returns, that return value go to which element? Okay, which function? Who is the caller? Whatever it is returns, this return value go to that caller. Who is the caller? For each. So, whatever you return, okay, all these values go to for each. But what my for each default behavior, you know? My for each not return those values. My for each method return value is like undefined. It is not written those values. If it is not written anything in this expression, what it is going to render? Nothing. Nothing. But my map method, what he is going to do? Whatever my callback function returns, at the end, my map method returns all the values at a time or not. So those values rendered where? In this expression or not? Agreed? Yes or no? The difference between map and for each. One. For each method not written anything. If I give also, it is not written back to me. Okay. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Okay. One more concept. Okay. Listen, up to here. Okay. We can extend. You can extend more, but simple. Okay. Small things we are going to discuss. The next one. The thing is, my requirement is like this. First order list contains players. Second order list, I want heroes. Third order list, I want students. Okay, 3 order lists I want. How many order lists you want? How many order lists you want? Okay, if you run this, only one list. Okay, it's like a Sachin Dhoni Kohli UV. Here, I needed like what? One. Okay, NTR, Ramcharan, Prabhas, Mahesh, like that. Okay, the next one is like students. Student 1, student 2, student 3, student 4, student 5, like that. Like this, how many list items you want? Order lists. How many order lists you want? Total. One, 3 order lists I want. 3 order lists. So what you have to do? This is my first order list. Okay, the next one is like what? Second order list. It gives me an error. Why? Why? If it is like adjacent elements in the JSX, that should be wrapped or enclosed with a single enclosed element or not. Yes or no? Yes or no? Like this, how many list items? Order list you require? Come on. See, my requirement is like that. My requirement is like that. Yes. But the data should be different, right? What is my data? What is my data? Come on. Constant heroes. Heroes. Okay, just you can place like. Okay, done. The next one is like students. Students. Okay, how many? Yes, one. S1 is one student. S2, one student. S3, one student. S4, one student. S5, one student. S6, one student. Like that. Now, what change you want me to do? What change you want me to do? These are like heroes. Next, these are like students. Enough, right? Yes or no? Now, can I refresh? Yes. My requirement satisfied or not? Tell me. My requirement satisfied or not? My requirement satisfied or not? Okay. Now tell me, whatever you written the code, is it like recommended code? See this? If you observe this piece of code, the same code snippet I pasted here, right? The same code snippet I pasted here, right? Except a small change. Players, heroes, and students. It's a kind of duplicate code, 90% or not? Yes or no? Come on. 90% code is like duplicate code only or not? Okay, this one same here also. Okay, the difference is like here players, here heroes. 90% code is like same or not? Yes or no? Come on. If it is like 90% code or 100% code is like the content is like same, the same content if you use multiple places, then what you want me to do? Then what do you want me to do? The same content, one box is there. The same box, if you use multiple times, you use it like 4 boxes, or you created one box and you use it. Only one box you can create and you can use it or not. Now tell me, if the content, if you want to use in multiple places, with that content, can we create one component? Can you reuse that component how many times you want, how many places you want? It's the same story. Okay, this is the content I want to use in multiple places. Then, come on, constant. Yes. Can we return? Can we return this? All are okay? Yes or no? Okay. So which content you want to use like multiple places, multiple times you are using? With that content, I prepared one component. Now tell me, if I run this component, what is the error? Exact error, tell me first. If I run this component, what is the error? If I run this component, what is the error? If I run like this, what is the error? Players not defined, right? Players not defined. Players not defined. Players not defined. Now tell me, this particular list you want me to use for the players, or you want me to use for heroes and students also? Na? Come on. Yes, for all, right? If it is for all, naming convention wise, do you want me to specific players you want me to hard code there? Can you give the generic name here? Can you give the generic name? Okay. If I give some data, he is going to prepare a list of items with the data and place here or not. Can I say the data here? Can I say the data here? Can I say the data here? Now tell me, where is my data? Where is my data? Where is my data? Come on. Where is my data? Inside my app or not? Okay, inside my parent or not? This is my parent and this is my children. While loading, can you pass the data? How we can pass the data? How we can pass the data? Through attributes or not? So can I pass with which key? With which key you want me to pass it? Any key, any key. But here you already created a component. He is expecting the data. Okay, some key, right? That key only you can use it. Okay, you can write something like this. Okay, data as a key. What is my data for my first one? Players is my data or not? Now this data go to which component? List. List is like which type of component? Function. One function receives the data from outside. How? Like a parameter. So my parameter type is what? Which kind of data it is? Which kind of data it is? Come on, which kind of data? It is an object data. Why? Object data. My props is an object. If it is an object, can we destructuring? With which way? With the keys, can we destructuring? Yes or no? Every time instead of writing props dot data like that, can we destructuring from my props object? I want the data key. Now this data, okay, we can retrieve, we can prepare the list of items or not. Same like that, can we use for what? Heroes. Can we use for what? Students also. Now, can I delete all this stuff? All this? Yes or no? Can we refresh the page? Working? Yes or no? It is a simple list reusable component or not? It's a simple list reusable component or not? Come on. Any questions, anyone? You can unmute and you can talk for 5 minutes. Anyone have any questions? Very, very important concept.
Hello,
List
sir.
inside the list, I will tell. Next topic is that one only. Yeah.
Can we add images in that array list?
Images, image paths, you can add it. Images means images paths, you can add it.
Okay.
Okay then. Now here I want to add, these are the players. Okay, these are the heroes. These are the students. Like this, I want to give the title. Then how? I want to give the title. What change? Where I need to do the change? Now tell me, exactly tell me. My requirement changed, like, hey, I am not able to find what is this names, what is this names, what is this names. I want the titles, headings here, players. Okay, this one like that. Okay, exactly where we need to do the change. First change, tell me. If the requirement is like that, okay, how we can do the changes? Come on.
In the list component.
Perfect. List component. In the list component, I want to add
One tag.
heading or not. What is the heading? First of all, these are like adjacent elements. You have to keep like what? Inside, enclosed with a single element. What is my heading? Heading is like hard coded or not hard coded? Tell me first. Heading is like hard coded or not hard coded?
So not hard coded.
Should not hard code. Should not hard code. If it is not hard code, that means that particular value dynamically should come from outside or not. So if my component expecting the data from outside, how we can retrieve the data which is coming from outside? So here the prop key, you decide. What is the prop key you're expecting? Come on. I'm expecting like which key? The data, the title. Title as the key or not? So who want to use this list? How many props he is expecting? Come on. Who want to use this list? How many props he is expecting? 2 props. With which keys? With which
That's a title.
data and title? So can I add? Okay, data already added. Title is like what? Players. Okay, here also title is like heroes. Yes or no? Title is like students. Done. Now can I refresh the page? Working? Yes or no? On. Working or not? Can we write this code effectively? Okay, more effectively. List. How many times you written? Again.
3.
How many times you did? 3 times. I don't want. I don't want 3 times. Then go on. I don't want like 3 times. Tell me. With one time only I want to write it.
Map.
Again, map method.
Map method. Perfect. How we can write it? Go on. Map method. You call map method on which element? Which element you want to call it?
List.map.
List.
List. Where is my list? List.map. Huh? List is like what? It's a component here. Map method we can call on array, right?
Arrays.
Where is my array? Where is my data format?
On the top.
Where?
Line number 31.
Okay. If I write like players.map, it iterates only players data, right? Huh? Come on. First of all, design the data format first. Design the data format. Constant. My data. First of all, I have 3 kinds of data. Okay, players, heroes, students, like that or not. So three players like this. On array you can take it. Okay, I want to represent 3 different items. Got my point? Okay, then next. Come on.
Object.
Why object?
Directly players, heroes, and students. A 2D array, it will be work like a 2D array.
About the first item. First item contains some data plus title or not. Yes or no? Data and title or not. So I want to represent something about one particle. Then you can go with what? Come on. Object or not?
Array of objects.
Yes or no? So can I say my data is this one? Can I say my data is this one? And my title is what for this? Come on. My title is what?
Players.
My title is like a players. Okay, this is one item. Like this, how many items you want me to represent in the data? 3 items. So the next item is what? Come on. This is my next item. The next item is this one. Okay, what is my title? Heroes. Okay, here what is my title? Student.
Students.
Okay, now I have the data representation or not? Yes or no? It's a kind of, okay, looks like what? Array of what? Array of what?
Objects.
Objects or not? Array of objects, but outside array only or not? So I can call my map on array or not? Yes or no? Come on,
Yes.
come on. Map method take?
Key comma.
Map method.
Value comma index. Value comma.
Function.
No, one callback function as an argument.
Callback function.
Okay, it's callback function called by map. How many times? How many elements are there? That many times. Okay, by passing how many arguments? 3 arguments. What are those? Value comma,
Array.
Value index.
value comma,
Index.
index comma, original.
Array.
I don't want, leave it. Okay, value comma index. Can anyone tell? Value type is what?
Object.
Object.
Object. First element is nothing but object or not. First time my V is looks like this or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. With this particular object, I want to prepare one list so that I want to prepare one list. Can I place here? Come on. With my second object also, I want to prepare list. Third object also, I want to prepare list only. Remove it. Now tell me. Here, players not there. Where is my players now? These are my players. Okay, how we can get this data? If you have the V, how we can get this data? Come on.
Data.
Prototype.
Boy. V dot
V
data.
dot data.
V dot
title.
V is an object. How we can retrieve the data from the object? V dot data or not? How we can get the title?
V
V
dot
dot title.
V dot title or not? Okay, every time V dot data, V dot title. Why I need it? Can we restructuring? How we can?
Yeah. V
Constant.
data comma title is equals to props.
Yeah. V. From the V object,
Okay.
what? Data comma
Title.
title. Title. So can I remove this one? Okay. So finally, the map method should returns me what? This list component or not? Yes or no? Now, can you run this? Okay, it gives me some error. Can we fix it? How we can? What do you want me to do? Right click, inspect it.
Inspect.
Can you go to the console? What is the output? V is not defined. V is not defined. Why it's not defined? Can you check it? Where V is not defined?
Line number 32.
Line
Yes. V is equals to.
The line number 32.
2.
line number 2.
Can I delete it? Can I refresh the page? Working or not working? Now here, list should contain unique identity. So here, prepare the list of list components. Then can I give the unique identity is like what?
Key.
Okay, this is an object type, right? Instead of O, can I put like OBJ? The reference name can be anything, right? Yes or no? Working? Any questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions?
Sir, in line number 50, we don't need to destructure I in line number 49.
No. I type is what? First tell me.
Index.
It's a number.
Index.
Number. Do you want me to destructuring the number? In my number contains something to destructuring?
No.
No, then. Okay. Here also slight change I want to do. See, line number 16, you created one more variable, right? Constant, data, title, props, like this. Yes or no? The props is nothing but this one only, right? Yes or no? Okay. So instead of creating one more variable like this, can I replace the
Instead of
destructure
props.
here itself? Can we destructuring? Can you do it or not?
Yes.
Okay, in the past, it's simple like variable props. You know, that is like an object. If it is like an object, can we destructuring here itself? Yes, you can do it. No problem. Instead of writing one more variable like this. All are okay? Shall we move to the next one? Let's start.
Sir,
Yeah.
Can you open that list to .html?
Hmm.
Here in line number 19, you have used a curly bracket. So
Mhm.
can I use a div here
Where?
instead of curly bracket? So
No,
why we are
why these curly braces are required? Whatever the JavaScript code is there, that should be rendered, that should be execute. For that particular one, you are using like a curly braces. It's not like a div or something, right?
means,
JavaScript code is there that should be execute by using an expression inside the JSX.
okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you.
Any questions, anyone? Any questions, anyone? Okay. Next. I want a question paper. I want a question paper like this. You have to design it. Okay. How you want, you can do it, no problem at all. But it should be the code should be like recommended code. You have to write it. Okay, my requirement is like this. Okay, tell me some questions. What you know in JavaScript? Tell me some questions. 5 questions you can. Tell me one question. Right? So many topics we completed, right?
What is closure?
So again,
What is closure?
okay, just objective type questions. Tell me, not descriptive.
How we can get the element from the array?
Okay. How to get the reference? Below which hook we use to get the reference. My answer is what?
Use ref.
Yes.
Ref.
It's like multi-answer question or single answer question?
Multi-answer question.
Multi-answer question. Multiple answers are there. Single answer question, right?
Single answer.
Below which are inline elements.
Span.
10.
And
And board.
1, 3.
Whole.
okay, it's like multi-answer or single answer.
Multi answer.
Filtered.
So in your question paper, if you want to select multiple answers, then which input control is the recommended one?
Radio.
Checkbox.
Variable.
Checkbox.
Checkbox, right?
Radio.
Checkbox or not? Checkbox or not? Okay, if you want to select like a single answer question, okay, then you can go with what?
Radio button.
Radio button.
Radio button.
Radio button.
Okay, now my requirement also same this one only. Take two questions. Okay, render those questions by using map. Okay, don't use anywhere like duplicate code. Don't use anywhere like a duplicate code. Can you prepare one simple question paper? Now it's like 2 questions, in future 200 questions. What's wrong with that? Yes or no? Just you are going to add like one more object like that only or not? Yes or no? So your assignment is like take one array of objects data format variable. That object contains what? Question name. That means question and options.
WM picture.
Next, tell something. Can you tell me something about this particular question in the object format? Come on. Come on, object format. My question is what? Below which hook is like to get the reference of an element. Options, how many? How many options? 1, 2,
4
3.
options.
Can I go with the array? The next. It is like a single answer question or multi-answer question?
Single.
Multi-answer.
Type. Okay, in this single answer. In future, maybe multi-answer. Okay, what is the answer of this question? Answer also you can build. Okay, here only. What is the answer? A, B, C, D. What is the answer?
Yeah.
D.
Array.
D is my answer. Yes or no? Okay,
Yes.
this is the one object to represent this particular question. The next one. Question, options, comma. Okay, here, single answer or multi-answer?
Multi.
Multi-answer. Okay, for our purpose, just I want to differentiate. S means single, M means multi. If it is like a type is yes, sir. Okay, you have to render what now? Here.
Radio.
Radio buttons. Input type is like radio. If it is like M, my type should be what?
Checkbox.
Checkbox or not?
Checkbox.
Differentiate. More than that, nothing. What is my answer? What's my answer?
1 and 3.
AC. Yes or no? Okay. Now these two questions. In future, 200 questions. Multiple questions. How we can represent? Multiple things if you want to represent in a single variable. You can go with what? An array or not? This is only our data format, right? One. This is only our data format, right? If you have this data format, can you build this particular page by using map method without any duplicate code, without writing any duplicate code? I will tell. Can you try from your end? Can you try from your end? Okay, then. Your assignment is like whatever the JavaScript topics we covered. Okay, whatever the JavaScript topics we covered. Okay, just those JavaScript topics. Complete those JavaScript topics. Okay. Today's session, whatever the React topics we cover, just practice those and complete this example. Okay, put on paper. Okay, just JavaScript topics. Okay, what you learn, just write something. Okay, or notepad, you can take it. Write something. If you don't want to send, don't send it, but at least write it. Got my point? Today's session, whatever we discussed about the lists and keys concepts, just complete it and complete this particular one. Okay. Agree with me, all are? Now onwards, you have to put some more effort. You should have to put some more effort. That's the reason you have to practice thoroughly JavaScript. You are not able to do the mobile menu without seeing means you are not practicing that much. Simple. You are not able to understand means it's okay, we can tell again. You are able to understand, still you are not able to do means that is the lack of practice. Okay, one person makes the things practicing one time, for you maybe 10 times it's taken. Yeah, you have to do that. Practice only. Okay, while practicing, just don't divert your mind, just focus on that. Okay, 2 times of code, you can write it, go outside and come back. Okay, don't do that kind of thing. Okay, just put some effort constantly. Okay, any questions, anyone?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Can you show the list5.html?
List 5. List 5, I didn't write anything. List 4 maybe.
List 4, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Here you have made a change on the top. You have made an argument on the props.
Yeah.
As we are new to this React, so it will take time for us to understand how we can shorthand this thing. So if I write the previous thing what you have written, like data comma title equal to prop, then how it will affect the website, means will it uh, take more time, complexity will be more, or it will increase the page loading on the website, or
No,
what will?
no. Performance wise, it takes some more time. Props dot data, props dot title, props. You are retrieving every time. So performance wise, okay, that is not good. That approach.
Okay.
Okay.
So how to know that our page performance is getting down? By seeing the
I
developer
will tell
console?
that one. I will tell that one. There has some okay measurements over there. Okay, web vitals. Okay, by using that one page loading, how much time it's taken. There has one concept is there profilers. By using that one, your component loading time is what? All these things.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Let me upload today's class. Okay. So send it to compressed. Any questions, anyone? Or JS, right? Yeah, uploaded. You can download. Oh, then thank you guys. Thanks for joining. Okay, just try that one. Try that one. At least. Okay. Try 20%, 30% completed. It's not an issue. Not an issue. Just try. How much pod you completed in the middle? If you are also, just drop a mail. No problem at all. I need some responses from you. Okay, then thank you.